I'm super excited because I finally got my GLAMLITE Betty Boop collection in. I'm going to be doing swatches for you guys, 2 looks, and giving you my first impressions on the stuff that I picked up. If you guys need some inspiration or maybe you're curious about this collection, then just keep watching because we are about to get started. Welcome back, but if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Heather Eaglin. I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup and indie brands. And if you guys love those things too, I really hope you will subscribe, click the little bell so you could be notified of all my future uploads. And if you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. But let's get into this collection. This GLAMLITE collection comes with 7 pieces. The bag is sold separately. It is so freaking pretty. I'll pop a picture up here on the screen. I did not pick this up, but I can tell you their bags are great quality, and I would actually like to pick this up. I think it's really cool. But you can get the full PR box, which is the full collection without the bag, for $118. And you can get the full collection without the PR box for $106. And for 6 products, this really isn't bad at all. It just depends on what you guys like within the collection. If you think you'll use a lot of the products, I can tell you I've bought a lot of their full collections and they're totally worth it. So for me, I only picked up 3 other things. I picked up the 15 pan palette for $32. It is so beautiful. This is some of my favorite packaging that I've seen them do. I love the lenticular motion, but I really love how the outer carton is like a old TV. I think that is really freaking cool. But this packaging is absolutely stunning. I love this color story. It's Valentine's Day, but it's a little more than that. It's something that you could really use all year long. I just think it's pretty, and I'm so happy that I picked it up. Also, the palette is called the Betty Boop-A-Doop color palette, and when I first saw like the name of the palette, I literally was singing Boop-A-Doop in my head all day. I probably drove everyone around me nuts, but I just think it's really cool and I'm so happy to have it. But another thing that I got from this collection was the Bring On the Boop lip kit. This is super pretty. This box is like so well made and I really love the inside. I love how they have her like winking. I think it's so cute. But these are like in here like so well. This is such a nice outer packaging. To be honest, if you guys have seen my room tour, if not, I'll link it up here in the cards and in the description box. But I have like these little storage things that go across one side of my room, and they're full of outer cartons and PR like boxes that I've bought from GLAMLITE and other brands, and I love them, but I keep everything. But as for the lip kit, this is super pretty. I really love the details on the pencil. I have like a true like blue red, and I'm excited. I have not worn a red since I was able to get my teeth fixed, so I'm excited about that. This lip kit retails for $14, and you do get the lipstick and the liner, which I think is a great price. Then I also picked up the blush duo. This retails for $14. I really enjoy the GLAMLITE blush formulas, and I'm so happy to have this color combo because it's not something I've seen from the brand before. So I'm excited that they're branching out. You have 2 shades. One's more pink and this one's a little more mauvey cool tone, but these are beautiful. I'm really super excited to get these on the face. But in this collection, what I didn't pick up was the mirror. I will pop up pictures on the screen. The mirror retails for $25, and I can tell you the GLAMLITE mirrors are fantastic quality. You will love them if you pick them up. And the next product was the mascara, which retails for $15. The only other mascara I've tried from GLAMLITE was one from the first Scooby-Doo collection. And if I'm going to be honest, I really didn't like it, which was one of the reasons why I didn't pick up this box, because there were 3 products in it that I knew I wasn't going to really get a lot of use out of. And the next one being the lashes. They are $12. For me, GLAMLITE lashes are just way, way, way too big for my eyes. They're like too long in width, but they're also like way up. They cover my whole lid. I look ridiculous in them. You guys are gonna have to let me know down below if you guys picked anything up from this collection, and if so, what did you get? But let's go ahead and get into look number 1. So we're gonna start with this beautiful blush duo, and to be honest, I'm probably gonna do one on each cheek and then we will just mix them at the end, but I want you guys to be able to see what they look like on their own. So for this, I'm gonna go in with my Singe Beauty F06, and we are going to go into this shade right here. I know you guys probably seen it with the close-ups, but just in case for some reason I cut that part out, the embossing in these pans are so super cute. But we are just going to see if this will layer. Now, their blushes are usually like really super pigmented, but these ones seem to be like a lighter pigment, but it looks like it is building up. This is super pretty. I don't have colors like this in my collection, so I was really excited about this because I'm trying to get better about the fact that I always order orange blushes instead of trying new colors. I really have to stop doing that, but this is the color. This is super pretty. I really love this. It's like a pinky flush. Now we're going to switch brushes because I don't want to mix, but this is a angled brush from BH Cosmetics, and we are going to dip in on this side. Ooh, now see, that one has the pigment, and I might have picked up too much. No, it's lightly pigmented like the other one. Now, I don't mean like they're not pigmented, because, I mean, as you can see, they totally are. But the old ones, like, they pack a freaking punch. You have to be so careful with them, which is why I really love this Singe Beauty brush, because it really helps disperse the product, and it's so small that you don't have to worry about accidentally picking up too much, and I just think that makes it a lot easier. But I love this. Honestly, I think this shade might be my favorite. Now let's put on this freaking cute lip combo. I'm really excited about that. Since I didn't get the mirror from the Betty Boop collection, we're going to use the GLAMLITE Scooby-Doo mirror. And here is the lip liner. Now let's go in with the lipstick. She is bold. I love it. Here's to hoping it doesn't get on my teeth and stay there through this whole video, but I guess we will find out. But this feels very, very comfortable. Almost not even there. It has like straightaway pigment, as you guys seen. This is really beautiful. It feels great and comfortable on the lips as well. But now let's get into my favorite part, which is the eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use my Singe Beauty E06, and I'm going to go into this shade down here called Irresistible. Getting a ton of pigment on that color, but I'm just going to pack this right here into the crease. This is very, very pretty. It's very pigmented, which I figured it would be, by the way. It's swatched, but this color is really pretty. I really love that they mix like cool tones and warm tones in this palette. I know cool tones are really in right now, but they're not my like favorites, to be honest. I really enjoy the more warm tones, but I'm just using my Singe Beauty E03, and I've picked up a little more of that color, and I'm just going to use it to really buff this out. This is going to be the lightest shade in this look, I believe, but I guess we will find out. But I'm just going to keep building this up in my crease until I'm happy with it. So far, this shade does remind me of the really good GLAMLITE formula that they always have, but as you can see, this really buffed out beautifully, and I think I'm going to leave that there for now. I have to add a little of this red into it. It's called I'm a Boop. I love the names. I love the name of the palette, but as you can see, that is very pigmented. I'm just gonna tap some of that off, and we are going to use this to really deepen up this outer part of my crease. It's very pretty, very vibrant. I want to do an easy, like, quick look for the first one. I don't do enough of those, but this look would also be really good for Valentine's Day. I just went back over it with my Singe Beauty EO3, and I didn't add any extra product. But now we're going to go back in with my E06, and we're just going to keep building upon this. And you could see how well that's like really layering. Now I'm going to go in with my Singe Beauty E06, and we are going to pick up a little bit of the little black dress. And when I say a little bit, I really do mean a little bit, but I know that this black is going to be pigmented because GLAMLITE's blacks are always freaking pigmented. And personally, I really love that. This is like straight up black. Hence the name. Now I'm just going to use my Singe Beauty E06 to really blend that out. I'm going to switch over to my Sigma E30 pencil brush, and I'm going to use this. I really like a pencil brush more to deepen up the outer corner than I do even a small detailed blending brush. It's just easier for me to be more precise. But that is how I want it. Maybe I'll fill that in a little though. Now I'm going to go back in with my E06, go back into this shade I'm a Boop, and we're going to really blend out the edges of this black. And I kind of want to tone it down just a little bit and mix it with this red, and it's turning it a little brown, which is actually kind of nice. I want to see what these two colors look like together. I know one's more warm leaning, but we're going to try it out. I'm using my Singe Beauty E04 and picking up the shade called Wink and Giggle. And we are going to press this along the lower lash line. This is a really pretty, like, cool tone brown, but it has that gray cast, I think, and that's typically not what I gravitate towards, but it's still a really pretty shade, and I still want to test it out. And then I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Irresistible, and we are just going to put this on top of it. I really like what that did, actually, but I want to add a little bit of that red, and I'm going to use my Singe Beauty E01, and we're going to go back into I'm a Boop. I'm just picking it up on the side of this brush, and we're going to concentrate this on this outer portion of the lower lash line. Then I'm going to go in with my Singe Beauty E07, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of that shade Little Black Dress, and I'm just going to press this here on this outer corner. So far, I have zero eye irritation, but I am going to be filming the next look tomorrow, so I'll really know for sure by then once I use like all the shades in the palette. And I want to leave this like that. My eyes look super blue, and man, do I really like this lipstick. It is so comfortable. But now I'm going to use a little bit of my NYX glitter glue Just gonna squeeze some out onto the back of my hand. And sometimes I use a brush to apply this, but sometimes I just use a finger. This look is not like a very precise look, so I'm just gonna go in with my finger. Now I'm gonna pick up the shade Classy Chic, and for that I'm using this BH Cosmetics packing brush. These shimmers in this palette are very, very beautiful. I really like this formula that GLAMLITE's been doing. They have like very fine micro iridescent shimmers. I don't know if that's picking up on camera, but that is freaking stunning. Oh, that is so pretty. Do you guys see that? The reflect in that is beautiful. But I am just placing this all along the lid. I'm only going to do 2 shimmers in this look, I think. And then we'll use more in the next one. I think I want to add a little bit of this shade Power and Pearls just to this outer portion. So I totally take back what I said about using 2 shimmers. But I'm just going to spray it because I don't want to put much of this on. But I want to add just a little something and going into this black I have out here. But you can see I didn't add very much. And then I'll do a run through with the mattes one more time so I can get this outer corner really blended. And I ended up going in a little too hard with the black. Are you surprised? Because unfortunately I am not. But now I'm going into the shade right here called Pudgy. And I'm just going to pick this up on my pinky finger. This is like an iridescent topper shade. It's really pretty. And I'm just going to place this here in my inner corner. Oh my goodness. Do you see that? Yes, you do. Oh, that would be such a pretty highlight too. Should we add a little to tie this eye look into the face? Why not? I'm going to use my Singe Beauty F07. We're just going to pick up a little of this. It's got like a purple to pink to blue, like glitter reflect. It's super pretty. Oh yeah, that was a choice. A good one at that. I don't make a whole lot of those. Okay, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do liner lashes. And I will be back to tell you guys my thoughts on look number 1. And here's the finished look. I really freaking love it. I put the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner Swerve in my waterline. And the mascara is a new one I'm trying out right now, but you guys will see a video on that soon. This look is so freaking beautiful. I'm so happy about this lipstick. This is probably my favorite GLAMLITE lipstick that I've tried so far. This formula is so comfortable. And I really loved the one that the other ones that they've released, but there is something about this red, and you could see that it transfers a little, but not a lot. I think that's more lip liner than anything. I mean, it's not claiming to be transfer proof or anything, but I just noticed while I've been drinking my coffee that it's not getting on my cup, which is really cool. I really love this. But let's move on to look number 2. And here I am to do look number 2 with the palette. I really love the look that I created yesterday. And I know I said it a bunch of times yesterday, but I really, really, really love this lip combo from GLAMLITE. This is one of my favorite lipsticks I think that they've ever done. This is the most like easy to wear red that I've ever worn. It's a freaking fantastic formula. Highly recommend you guys check it out. It wore off and faded so beautifully. I am just so excited about it. I literally thought about how much I loved it all night last night. But let's go ahead and jump into the next look. Now, I don't know if this look will go with this red lip, but if it does not, we will switch it at the end while I'm finishing off the other eye. But I want to go in with my Singe Beauty E06, and I want to go into the shade Icon right here, and I'm just going to put this all along the crease. First, let me blend out my eyeshadow primer. As I mentioned in yesterday's look, I will link everything that I used for my base. All the other products on my face will be linked in my description box as well. But I just want to press this in, and then I'll work on really like blending it out in just a minute. But for now, this is what we are going to do. I have a feeling this lip may clash a little too much for this look for my preferences, but I'm really loving this shade. It's so pretty. But I'm going to go in with my Singe Beauty E03, and I'm going to blend this out just a little bit. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that shade Icon and just build upon this and slowly just blend it out until I am happy with it. Baby girl, not a lot, just a little bit. Now I just want to use my Singe Beauty E04, and I'm going to pick up that same shade, and I just want to press this in on my lower lash line. I think I'm going to do the same thing on the lash line as I do up in the crease, and just keep it simple today. Now, in true Heather fashion, we are going to deepen this up, and I'm going to go into the shade called Boop-A-Doop. Boop-A-Doop. It's going to be stuck in my head again all day, which I truly don't mind. I don't know why. I do not have my hair clips in. Now that my hair is out of my way, let's go back into this shade. I just want to press this in the crease. I'm going to deepen it up all the way across the crease and take it most of the way in. I just love how pigmented and easy to blend the GLAMLITE matte shadow formula is. It's one of my favorites to work with. I'm just going to keep packing this on until it's at a level of intensity that I am truly happy with. Now I'm going to go back in with my Singe Beauty E03, and I'm going to go back into this first shade Icon, and we are going to use this to really blend out this deeper shade. I really love this. I've done so many pink looks lately though, because there's been so many like Valentine's Day releases that I'm ready to get into something else. I'm not like as hyped about it as maybe I would have been had this been the first Valentine's Day palette that I had really tried, but it's like there's been a lot and there's more to come. Now I'm going to go in with my Singe Beauty E04. We're just going to pick up more of the shade. I really want to make this outer corner a little more intense, and I'm just building this up. And then we are going to press this along the lower lash line as well. Now we're going to go back into the shade Icon, and again we're just going to blend over those edges one more time. Really smoke this out. This is so far the shades that I have used. I'm going to have to use this more times to really give you guys a full review of it, but so far it's like the typical like wonderful GLAMLITE formula. Now we are going to deepen it up a little more. I know you guys aren't surprised, but we are going into the shade Little Black Dress, and if I remember correctly, this shade is like uber pigmented, which I love that about the blacks that come in the palettes from GLAMLITE. All their shades are really pigmented, but they're still very easy to work with. It's just an overall like really good formula. We're just gonna run a little bit of this here. I know it looks crazy right now, but I still have to blend it out. So for that, we're going back in with the Singe Beauty E04, And I'm just going to use some of the shade Boop-A-Doop to blend on this and really just smoke this out. I really want to keep this dark shade out here in this outer corner. And I'm not really concerned about blending what's on the lid because I'm going to cover up most of that with a shimmer anyways. Okay, we're going to leave it there, and now I'm going to go in with my NYX glitter glue, and I'm going to squeeze some of this out on the back of my hand, and then we will go in with the BH Cosmetics packing brush, and I'm just going to put this all over my lid except for the very outer corner, and then we will get into some shimmers, and I'm super excited to add some more of these to my lids. This shimmers in this palette are like super sparkly, like they're very smooth in texture, but they are so like sparkly. I almost said smarkly, but we're going into the shade Lucky Goyle, and we're gonna just place this right here. Ooh, I picked up a little too much. Got a little fallout, but it does just swipe right away, which is nice. But then I really want to go into the shade XOXO. This is one of the shades that are like super sparkly. Pretty sure this is a duochrome as well. It's really freaking beautiful. I might end up using my finger for this shade because I just feel like it picks up better with the finger. It does pick up very well on a brush too. It's one of those like personal preference things. Oh, it's so sparkly. Now let's do a little of inner corner highlight, and for that we are using a pencil brush from BH Cosmetics, and we are gonna put this on the inner corner. I really love this in the look yesterday. I have the same products on my face as I did yesterday, but I forgot that I use this for a highlight too. But I went in with the one from Ghostface again, but I may do the same thing I did yesterday and just top it. Then I'm gonna pick up more of that inner corner highlight shade I used, Pudgy, and I put a little on my brush, and I'm going to put some of this down here on my lower lash line. I like putting a little bit of a shimmer down here because it hides my fine lines, and that makes me happy. Not saying, you know, everyone else should hide their fine lines, but for me, it's a thing. I want to add just a little something else. So I think I'm going to go in this shade here called Ooh La La. This is a duochrome too. It's like a purple with a light pink shift. And I am going to just pop this right here. Even though I sprayed this, I still got a little fallout with this one. And that, I think, is really cute. Okay, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to finish the other eye, do all of the rest of the things, and then I will be right back to give you guys my thoughts, my first impressions on this collection, or at least the pieces that I picked up. And we are back with the finished look. I changed out my lip color, and I'm wearing the lip liner from Lunar Beauty in the shade Doodle, and the lipstick Mora from the Lunar Beauty and Laura Lee Los Angeles full coverage collection. For liner, I am wearing the ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade Crybaby. I really love the lavender. For one, it tied in the lower lash line, but I think it looks really pretty and like bright in comparison to this darker smoky look. Now, as for the collection, I will do a review later on telling you my full thoughts on this collection. I haven't used it enough to give you my final review. But as for the blush, I can say the blush is very pretty. I love the shades. It's something very different from GLAMLITE. I'm really happy to have it in my collection. They're not as pigmented as their typical blushes, but you can layer them if you do like a more poppy blush, which I do, but it will still, well, I can't say for certain, but I'm guessing that it will still work really great on deep skin tones. I don't see her putting something out that wouldn't, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm very happy to have it in my collection. And as for the palette, I have used 13 of the 15 shades in this palette. And so far, I'm really loving them. They're super pigmented, very easy to blend. The shimmer shades are so sparkly and glittery. They are freaking stunning. They're very smooth, but they have that high impact shine. I just think they are absolutely stunning. Overall, I'm really glad that I picked up this collection. I think it's amazing. I'm happy with the products that I did pick up, and I don't feel like any type of FOMO for not picking up the other ones, except for maybe that bag, but I think I can live without it. But you guys are going to have to let me know down below which look was your favorite. Did you guys pick up this collection? And if you did, what are your thoughts on it? I appreciate you guys so much watching this video all the way to the end. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And just leave me your thoughts down below. But until next time, bye.